What is up, YouTube? Really quickly, I just wanted to say, first off, YouTube's been messing with my comments lately, and it's because of one of their regulation or policies or whatever, changing their stuff over to kid-friendly channels. I think it's all in, I think their intentions are good. I think it's just gonna kind of be a mess for a while. This is what happened to Stephen Cox, and he got royally screwed over, so I'm hoping that doesn't happen to us. I'm having to individually change each video to, yes, let my people comment, because it's not made for kids, even though my content is kid-friendly most of the time. A few innuendos here and there, but I try to be discreet. Anyways, I don't care if there's kids here or not. I don't know, just let my people comment, that's all. Alright, so a few things. This girl, I've got running way better than y'all know already, because I'm way behind on editing videos. However, I have an issue. It keeps boiling over, and it's not that big of an issue because I've needed to clean the heck out of that coolant system anyways, so it's been nice to run, for fresh coolant through it, straight water through it, some rust remover through it, leave that in there for a few days, then let that, flush out, put new water, new coolant, whatever. So it's got really clean stuff in there right now, and I've gotten a lot of the junk out, which is great, but it's boiling over. But a lot of people say that these Aidens just boil over because there's not a catch can like on our cars. There's an external reservoir, little clear tank that you can see with the middle line here, and it shows hot day, cold day or something like that, or engine day, cold engine, hot engine, whatever. Then I sound like an idiot now. I'm embarrassed for saying that. Anyways, we don't have those on these old tractors. It just dumps it out onto the ground and then sucks in air instead of sucking back good coolant from that reservoir that you retained and held while the engine was hot, not the day the engine, idiot. So I wonder, should I just let this thing boil over and then let it suck in air and then let it run like that? Because technically when it boils over, it'll boil over to that level again, so it should be full when it's boiling. So is it fine? Or do I need to add a catch can? I mean, I shouldn't, because they weren't made to have a catch can. Okay, so that's out of the way. Next thing, I think I want to put a temperature sensor in this thing, and there's a few places to put them, but I think that I'm going to be limited to only one place. So there's a drain plug down here. You can't see it, don't worry about it. It's too small of a hole, so I would have to get thread adapters to make my temperature sensor that I already have work with that little hole. There's one other hole over here, same size, and I can't get the plug out. I'm tearing the plug up, trying to get it out, and it's not that important of a sensor to have, but I'm trying to diagnose an overheating issue, so I thought that'd be really nice. Well, whatever. So no dice there. There's one other thing. There's a flat spot on the block right here, and people drill and tap that for the thread pattern on the temperature sensor. I don't want to do that yet. I definitely don't think I want to do it at all, but that's an option if we really want to get a temperature gauge on this engine, which I would love to if we can't figure out our possible overheating issue. So today I'm going to get a shorter fan belt. That's where they said to start, and I think that's a great idea. We just changed over the alternator. Y'all see that in upcoming videos. So the alternator gets thrown on, and the alternator is at its maximum throw out to stretch the fan belt. So a loose fan belt could absolutely be keeping too loose a tension on the water pump and causing that that pulley to slip, and it doesn't, turn, number one, it doesn't turn the water pump as much, so it doesn't pump it through as well. Number two, that's also the pulley that turns the fan that cools the radiator down. So if that's slower and the pump is slower, it's an obvious issue. So we're gonna get a smaller pulley, a smaller belt because we need one. That'll tuck that alternator in a little cleaner too, which is gonna be nice. And then if it still wants to overheat, then I'm going to get a new water pump. Can't hurt to get a new water pump anyways. Get a new thermostat, and while I'm doing that, I'll put in an inline fitting for a temperature sensor in the upper radiator hose, that thermostat area. I'm going to put it all up there, and then it'll be nice and tidy tucked away. I won't have to drill any holes in this nice old 50s tractor just to put a freaking temperature sensor, and then we'll be able to at least like kind of know what's going on in this engine. If this thing's boiling over at 150 degrees, then that's kind of weird. But if it's, you know, cooking up to 230 degrees, then we need to figure out what is not allowing this thing to cool down. Especially if we got a new pump on it, if the fan's spinning correctly, a clogged radiator maybe. There could be other things. I did replace the bottom radiator hose. Anyways, I'm babbling now. I need you guys' help. I should have my settings correct for today to where your comments immediately go in. We should be flooded with comments like we used to. Fingers crossed. If not, then tomorrow I'll go in. Well, tomorrow I'll probably make a video and try another experiment. But let me know, like, fill these comments up right now, guys, please. If y'all know about these tractors, answer those questions. I don't even remember what I was asking y'all, but go back through the video, please, and answer my questions on these things. Y'all have been helping me a lot on this project, and it's awesome. But it's come a long way. It's come, like I said, farther than y'all know. It still has a lot of issues, a lot of way to go, so it's going to be a fun project for quite a while. And I appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you soon. Bye.